day we do have. It is a terrific Thursday, and that means in the house this morning is Celebrity Home Loans. Good morning, Camissa.
Good morning.
Happy day. All right, we got somebody on the phone line. We're going to jump right in and see who we got. Good morning. Hello?
Yeah, is this Miller's Midi Bar?
No. No, I am sorry. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Were we getting pranked this morning, Camissa?
I don't know. Are they still on?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
just let him go. I let him go. I don't know. You know what I mean? Wrong place. I'll get someone in the other room to answer
Okay.
that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway.
Is Autumn up to something?
Yeah, Autumn. It's Autumn. Autumn and Dennis. You know they're sitting there giggling. They're somewhere giggling. They're like, you know how? Let me go back, and I know this is bad, but like when you make prank phone calls, and you sit there and giggle,
Yes.
you know, like that.
Yes.
That's so bad.
That was like Friday night entertainment when I was in like middle school.
Absolutely.
I feel
Where you have a
let's
slumber
prank
party. Yeah.
XYZ's house.
Is your refrigerator running? Yeah. Well, you better go catch it.
Yeah.
That's bad. All right, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
All right, our coffee club sponsors are Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Purley Wealth Management, and Celebrity Home Loans.
Yay.
We are an equal housing lender, and you can visit our NMLSconsumeraccess.org page under number 227765.
Yay! Now we are legal.
Yes.
Now we are good. The two that were pranking us probably Dennis and Autumn probably were like, are they going to read the numbers? Yes, she did.
They're trying to throw us off.
That's
we
it.
don't have any mini barns.
No. I do have some out front, but anyway, so if anybody's interested, there you go. But I actually thought it might be Jeremy from our museum. They're having a big car show this weekend.
Ooh.
I want to talk about that because it's exciting, and you know the museum's trying different things, different events and stuff to draw different people, you know, and different things, you know, for our community. And I love that. So this is kind of their first of this, and I love the idea. And let me see if I can get it right here and make sure that I do. And anyway, it's this coming Saturday, and I was going to get him to call in and talk about it, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's a classic car show. It's at the John Hay Center. It's going to be this Saturday from 11 to 3. That's at 307 East Market Street in Salem. It's $10 pre-registration, $15 day of the show. All entries must be at least 50 years or older on the car. They're doing a classic car. So it's a 1972. Prizes. Yes, we have walls. Do you have walls? Yes, we have walls. 4 of them. You know, is Mr. Walls there? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Years ago they did that to my babysitter. Yeah, they said, is Mr. Walls there? And she was like, no. And he was like, you don't have walls holding up your house? It was like, she was like, okay. All right, so anyway, all entries must be 50 years old, of age or older. The prizes, there's going to be a Mayor's Choice, People's Choice, Historic Significant, and all proceeds benefit the John Hay Center. There'll be food, and for more information, you call 812-883-6495. So that's this Saturday from 11 to 3. So, Camissa, fun time. It's cool to see some of those old cars.
Oh, yeah.
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 And it's amazing how intact they are.
And what's the weather like this weekend?
It's
supposed to be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would be a good opportunity.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
get out and enjoy some fresh air.
Right, and take the fam and have a good time and look at. Always fun too to get some get some photos of the old cars and stuff. So it's always a good time. So hats off for the museum putting this together and something a different kind of an event. Also coming up, there's a new store in our community. It's called I Spy. And it's actually where Hand and Company used to be there on the highway by Jackson Hewitt, right there, right behind the old
John Jones?
It's before you get to John Jones,
Okay.
And they're going to have, this coming Saturday, they're having an open house.
Okay.
And they'll have stuff inside, discounts inside, because they've got like different flea market items. Or different
That's what I was about to
booths.
say.
Yeah, they have
Okay.
different booths set up. And then on the outside, they're going to have yard sales, flea markets set up on the outside too. They're going to have food, which you're going to like some of this food. It's some of those Graves boxes. What's it called? Graves boxes?
Oh, like a charcuterie board type thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Graves. Am I saying Graves box?
Yeah. Yeah. Grace.
Graves. as in like you
Like a cow would graze.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
graze on them.
Yes.
Yes.
Which they are very good.
Yes.
They're so good. So they're going to have that. They're going to have some others that have coffees and stuff. So it's going to be fun. It's this Saturday, and I'll talk about that in just well, where did I get that at? Where did I put that at? It's here. Anyway, that's this Saturday, and everyone come out to I Spy, and they've worked very hard for this, so I hope they have a huge turnout, and it's a great open house, and they'll have all kinds of good discounts going on, too, so it's something fun. I love that. On a Saturday, get out, and, meaning you can go to one stop, and you can see all kinds of...
Brady's usually pretty happy to do anything with me on a Saturday morning except go to yard sales.
Really?
Yeah. And I even offered to, get him breakfast before.
Yeah.
But no. I think because he knows once we get home, then we wash or clean whatever I find.
Then the process starts.
But somewhere like this, it would be different because then he doesn't have to drive and stop and drive and stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything's in one place.
Right, absolutely. You can do it one.
So this is like a yard seller's ideal Saturday, especially with gas prices.
So just bring a truck.
Yes.
You know what I mean, or a trailer to make sure
to make sure you take all the
all
stuff
your stuff
home
that you want. Yeah.
Yes.
So nothing like, oh, I don't have any way to haul it. Oh, yes, I do.
Yep. Go prepared.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, that's this Saturday. I Spy Treasures. They are working very hard. And Carolyn and let me see. Hang on. Maybe I can find that. I should be able to find that. It's just we also gave away the IU football tickets. Check my Facebook page for anybody. See if you won the IU football tickets. Let's see here real quick, and I will get this. There we go. Okay, it is I Spy Treasures. It's Customer Appreciation Day, and it's at 1212 South Jackson Street, Suite B, open from 10 to 5. That's their hours, but see, there'll be a Customer Appreciation Day from 8 to 5. So you got time.
Yeah, that's plenty of time, too.
Yeah. On Saturday, there'll be indoor-outdoor vendor booths and yard sale special vendor discounts. And let's see here, discounts, prizes, and free donuts.
Ooh.
There we go. Now that'll get him
catcher.
That'll get him catcher. He will get up for that, okay?
Yeah.
There'll also be food vendors. Stop in today and see all the items at I Spy Treasures right here in Salem. So it's a new business. I love that. Try it out and see how it goes. And it's welcome to the community for sure.
Right. Yes.
All right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think so too. We're on to the first day of September. All right. Also, today is. Let's see what today is. Today is American Chess Day. Do you play chess?
No.
What about checkers?
Yeah, I could do checkers.
Yeah, checkers is. That's more my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the different because chess you have to remember what pieces can move what ways and stuff, and that was a lot. That was a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to remember.
I would prefer to look at, okay, can I jump on this color square? Yes.
And yes, I have to agree with you on that. Let's see here. Building and Code Safe Appreciation Day. There we go. Because you do those loans. So Building and Code Staff Appreciation Day, I'm sure, is very important to make sure that making sure that people are building it right and up to code. That's so important.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are your solids. Those are your
want foundation issues.
No.
Yeah.
Very important. Very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is Chicken Boys Day, and it shows a rooster. Chicken boy. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
Chicken boys.
Hats off to their day, though.
Oh, you chicken boys out there. Watch out, ladies, for all those chicken boys. I don't know. Let's see here. Ginger Cat Appreciation Day. That's one of the reddish colored cats.
Yes.
They're very pretty.
Yes, very pretty.
Let's see here. National Burnt Ends Day. Like the burnt end, like maybe of a roast or something when it burns a little bit. Like a burnt end.
I like the burnt end of a marshmallow for a s'more.
I was going to say, me too. Yeah. Oh, we had Marshmallow Day the other day, yeah. Burnt End Day. Ooh, here we're going to love this. National Cherry Popover Day.
What's that?
It's like a
pie?
Pie, yeah.
Yeah, never had one.
You've never had...
No, I've had a turnover, I think is what they're called, from Arby's.
Yeah, that would be it, yeah.
Yeah, but it was an apple I think.
Okay. They have cherry too.
Maybe I should try it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe today's my excuse.
Yeah, you got to try that. Absolutely. National No Rhyme, No or Reason. You know, I had no rhyme for reason, no rhyme or reason to do that.
Just you wanted to, and that's okay.
That's okay. Camissa
That's
says
okay.
It's okay. It's
That's
okay.
okay.
She's giving you the green light. It's okay. Mr. Houchin just said that right here. Yes, she gave you a green light. It's okay. No rhyme or reason. Yeah, I think I do sometimes things just for no rhyme or reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just want to, and that's
I know.
okay.
It's all right. Just, yeah, it's where we went. National Tofu Day. Do you eat tofu?
So I actually didn't until June of this year.
Okay, you remember the month?
Yes, because
That's
I never
hilarious.
had, and my aunt was like, we had ordered Thai, and she lives in, like, Sarasota County, Florida, like,
Okay.
somewhere, you know. And she had ordered us Thai food, and I was trying to order what I ordered from Sue's Thai Kitchen, and right here in Salem, or I guess it's not Sue's anymore, Thai Lotus.
Oh, I never remembered what it was called, but I know, yeah.
Yes. Anyways, the Thai restaurant, if you've not gone there, it is amazing. But I am a very bad creature of habit, so I'm like, I want what I order here because I know I love it, and so
Right,
it sounds good, I'll get it.
right.
Well, trying to match that up with that Thai restaurant was really hard, so I ended up having to explore,
Okay.
and this dish had tofu in it. And so I was like, never had it, I'm nervous. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why people eat it.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
really
then I
good
got
for you.
back and I went to the store and I tried to get tofu. And there's a lot you have to put into cooking tofu, like
Yeah.
pressing it and
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Oh,
it would
wow.
take a lot of time. So
Oh.
for now I'm gonna stick with my ground chuck and just
There you go.
Slam it up in the skillet.
Yeah, stay where you know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's hard. It is, but I do like it.
And
it's
we're
supposed
lucky to have like we get Denny's grass-fed beef or whatever from Pekin. So we're lucky to have like good hamburger around here to where, you know, we don't always have to buy not anything against buying it from the store, but just to support local. So I'm good with the hamburger for now.
Well, and then, but our stores are local, you know what I mean, like Walmart too, you know what I mean, with their
Yeah.
meat and stuff too, you know, they get good stuff too from,
Yeah.
you know. So that's, it is true. It's important for
Yes.
sure. But I'm with you on the ground beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't go wrong.
No.
It's always a solid.
Yes.
It's going to be good. Yeah. But tofu day, I do like it, but and it's supposed to be really healthy for you.
Yes, that's what she said. But.
Yeah. Pink Cadillac day.
Ooh,
Pink
I could
Cadillac.
see you driving your pink
I would
Cadillac.
drink. I would drive. I
could
might
see
drink
that.
it up. I might drink it up, but I would drive it. Yes, sure would. Toy Tips Executive Toy Test Day. Ooh, you know, so like they have to have toy testers. Would that not be a blast to have that job? Like testing all the
probably.
toys.
Unless they had a lot of obnoxious noises.
Oh, okay, is that a problem? Is that going to be a problem, Camissa?
Maybe early in the morning.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Like sometimes if I'm in Brinley's room, I'm like, why are all these toys talking at once?
Yeah. It's true.
But it would be
It's-
fun.
Oh, I think that'd be a blast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think I could do it. I think I would do really good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether the sink or swim. You know what I mean? I think you have to make sure also that they're sturdy. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
they get really played with a lot.
Yes.
Very rough on
Yes.
toys. World Letter Writing Day. We usually do emails anymore. It seems like. Do you think we're still writing letters? Do you still write letters, Camilla?
I wrote one yesterday.
Oh, did you? Well,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a
That's
closing yesterday, so I wrote. Well, not
Congratulations.
necessarily. Thank you.
a
Not
big deal.
necessarily a letter, but I wrote them a card.
Right.
You know, just to thank them for their patience throughout the process, and I'm gonna miss them because you get so close to your people
my
when you're working
goodness.
with them.
Yeah.
So I put in there that I'm going to miss them, and I hope they still want to talk to me, even though they're going to be busy working on making their house a home.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So take us through the process. Okay, so let's not name names, but okay, so they came in the door.
So no, actually, it was
You solicited them out on the street?
no.
Come in here.
No,
How did you get them in your web?
Yeah. So actually, there was a listing online, and I had shared it, and then a few
Okay.
other people had shared it as well. Listing as far as a realtor
Okay.
had listed a house,
Okay.
and like I had shared it because we are like in today's world, we're so fortunate for like the amount of just networking, marketing,
yeah.
what Facebook can do for us is truly amazing.
And radio advertising.
Yes, absolutely. But, well, yeah, just like, I mean, I had someone one time tell
Yeah.
me, like, well, I heard you and Becky talking, and
Oh, I love
it just
that.
really got me gearing.
Oh, I
and,
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get the people in the door, and they're wanting to buy a home, or they're
Yes.
wanting a loan for a home, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like, is that like at first? That's the first start of the relationship, right?
Yeah, probably. Which I had known these people for
Okay.
a while, so they were just like, I like this house, and I'm like, well, let's make it happen. And they're like, well, we're renting right now, and our lease isn't up until February. Well, that doesn't mean we can't make it happen or try. Talk to your landlord and let's see what we can do.
Okay.
Their landlord is super nice, local, and so they're like, yeah, if you're bettering your family, as long as you give me like
I
a
love
decent
it.
amount
Yeah.
of time, I would ask that, like, if you, let's just say, move out in August, you still pay September, because that'll give me time to
Get somebody
find someone
Yeah.
else for the unit to
Oh,
begin in
that's nice,
October,
yeah.
and so they're just working together, and then it ended up working out, and they could afford it, and they found one they love, so yeah.
How did that feeling, like when you saw that it was going to happen? I mean, like, because like anytime you're going for a loan or going for something, I mean, you're at first, you don't know how it's going to go. We don't know how the story's going to end.
Yeah.
But when it comes back and like it's going to work, how excited are you?
Well, and so, like, a lot of people think that you have to have 2 years employment somewhere. Like, you have to be at your job for 2 years. You don't necessarily have to be at that job for 2 years. You just have to have 2 years employment history. And so for her, she had went to school because she had thought that that's what she wanted to do, something along the lines of dental assisting, and then totally took a different route. So with income, obviously, that varies, being a dental assistant to what she's doing now. And that was a little tricky, and she was like, I don't know, are we going to have to use the average? And so I made all sorts of back reasons as far as my arguing points as to why I wanted to use the income I needed to. And so there was a point in time where she was discouraged. So it was definitely a success story at the end, though.
Yay.
Yeah.
So like kind of like getting to know them and getting to see their situation. Everybody and everybody's unique and everybody's different.
Yeah.
So when you actually go through the process to do this, it's got to be very rewarding on your part whenever you realize that it's going to happen.
Oh, it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. I think the worst part about it is when you see them getting discouraged and you're not discouraged. It's like, no, don't. Like, it's going to be okay,
Yeah.
And just trying to make them realize, like, it is possible and it will work out.
Yeah. Well, because on our end, for the, or not my, but for the person that's sitting in the chair, across from you, they have no idea what exactly is going on. You know what I mean?
But
And if it starts looking a little bit negative, then you're like, oh no, it's not going to happen. You know, right?
Right. Yeah. So there were a few times where she would be like, I'm excited, but I think as far as like the feeling of really feeling good yesterday was she was in the same boat as I am. Like, we talk pretty much every day throughout the process, and so because I'm very hands-on, I want to keep them involved. I want to, like, even if I don't really have news, I will say, like, I don't really have anything to share, but I wanted to make sure you had no questions. I do expect this by this date, whatever. And then yesterday, after the closing, we were waiting on funding, and so that just means, like, for the sellers to be paid and for the buyers to get their stuff. Realtors kind of hang around usually after the closing. Both realtors were there yesterday, which was amazing because the selling couple and the buying couple had a ton of support. They had the selling realtor, or the listing agent, the buying agent, and then me there for support other than the title company. So it was really good to see everyone in the room, to see this couple get into their forever home. Well, maybe not forever home, but their home to grow in.
Yeah, they've got a home.
Yeah, and so, and then at one point, she looked at me and she's like, I just want to hug you. And so we hugged, and she's like, you made it so easy. And so at that point, yes, absolutely. Like, you're like, these weeks of hard work have been worth it, and I would do it 1,000 times over.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of work, but the payoff is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then I think that's something that forever you'll be somebody special in their life. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
I think that, like from years from now,
Yeah.
they'll look back and they'll remember the experience and remember also, it's a process.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy process
No.
on either end. When you're wanting to be, to get the loan, you're nervous and you're trying to sell yourself, so to speak, you know what I mean? And then when you're the lone person like you know, you're trying to also work it. You want them to get the loan, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And to get that white or the house or whatever house they want,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The home. So that's pretty cool. Well, good. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
So do you celebrate?
Me?
Do you just go back and just get back at the grind and get?
Yeah, I just
okay.
went back to the office and worked on my other loans.
Okay. I'd be like, wait, hold on here. We need to do some celebrating. You know,
I
do
got
the
them
victory
like
dance.
a card and some chocolate, and
Aw.
I anticipate that they probably celebrated a lot, and they
Good for
probably
them.
start. I know she had a lot of cleaning to do,
Well,
so
there's always a lot of cleaning to do.
Yeah,
I'd like
well,
to find
she-
something that's not got a lot of cleaning.
yeah. So,
Yeah. The American dream, right?
Yeah. but that's what it takes to make whatever you want,
Yeah.
nice, and I'm excited for them for sure.
Yeah, that's
They have
awesome.
a little girl, so
Oh, that's
I know.
That's really cool.
Luckily, I will still be able to follow them and see what she does to everything, because
That's-
she's amazing at that sort of thing too.
I love that.
Yeah, and that's fun too.
Oh, definitely.
Seeing what they bought the house like and what they do to it, that's one of my favorite parts.
Definitely. Oh, I bet. No doubt. It's going to be,
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
I
be
still watch those
amazing.
things.
Oh, I
like
would
you
too.
said, I'm still involved.
Oh, I would be too.
Cheering them on
I'd be
from
like,
the sidelines.
Yeah. Well, and it's a blessing too whenever, you're part of the community, you live in the community, and then you're doing great things in the community, helping
Yeah.
out, you know what I mean? Helping someone get their, their home or helping them get that loan. That's got to be very rewarding on
Yeah.
your end. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And to know that, and, Autumn and I talk about this too. Like when you are talking about a doctor, when you're talking about a real estate, when you're talking about from medical, wait, hang on, I just said doctor, to anything you do, and you're involved with somebody else, that person that goes to bat for you, that person that's going to stay up, like Autumn's had some where she's been like 9 or 10 at night working on things, trying to get a loan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you too are
Yeah.
very much dedicated, and I know Dennis is too. When you have those people that are going to bat for you like that, those are the ones you really want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want that doctor that's going to not give up until you take that last breath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want those people that go that long extra mile, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be easy to sit there in your chair and just stamp sorry, not approved, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to say no, we're going to try to work this out and see and make sure you're. I mean, and also being responsible, like you are. I know you have rules, but also, when someone's really working hard to get that, and
Then we'll work for you for
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
Don't
I
you-
have a couple
don't you
from
love that part?
Horton that I could kind of, they were first time home buyers, and they had questions at the beginning, and they felt like it was a lot of questions. And so they're like, I'm so sorry for all my questions. I'm like, please ask me questions.
Yeah.
Like, please ask me questions. Like, that makes me happy.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love being able to give the answers. There have been a few times I didn't know the answers, and so all that is me figuring them out. So that helps me learn. It helps me grow. It helps me grow with them, because then they see, well, she doesn't know everything, but she'll figure it out type
Right.
thing, And so then they have that respect. And anyways, I could just tell that there was a lot of it wasn't an over-the-phone type of situation anymore, but they worked late hours, and so there was one day I actually met him at the Harrison County Library, and we sat for probably
That's cool.
2.5 hours,
Mhm.
and she was like, I don't even know how the time just went by,
Uh-huh.
but I feel so much better. Like, I'm ready to buy a house.
Oh, I love that.
And so that meant a lot to me too,
Sure.
because sometimes it's just a little bit of, let's just get together,
right.
and it's so intimidating for some people.
Oh,
and so
absolutely.
they have a lot of questions, and sometimes just sitting over the phone or, whatever isn't going to do it. They want to see you in person. We pulled up the computer. I, showed mathematical stuff. Like, we just went the extra mile, per se, and that was everything to them.
Right. Well, and I think that's true. I mean, this is
That was before they applied to. So they're like, wow, you didn't have to do that, and you did that.
Well, and that's exactly right. You're putting a lot of time and effort, and she could have said, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, and there would have been 2.5 hours. I mean, but you take the time to do that.
Yes.
And that's where the difference is
Yes.
with that. I mean, with having a community, having celebrity home loans in our community and taking that time for, our community and surrounding communities, that's gold, And,
Right.
And I think anybody, I mean, let's get real. What do you buy? There's no other purchases that you're going to purchase. Really, usually, in most people's life, more than a mortgage or a house, right?
Yes, and that's why I'm like, quit being silly. Like,
Unless you buy a
there's
yacht.
no amount of questions. I mean, I say there's no amount of questions. Like, maybe there would be some point amount of questions, but I've genuinely never, since I've started, been like, will you stop asking me questions? Like, even if I'm in the midst of something and I'm like, that's a good question and it does require a more thorough response,
Sure.
I will always answer that question. It just might not be right then because I feel like I owe you more than what I can give right then.
I love that. Go back.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Go back
And
and
it's
get.
like, I don't
get
want to
your-
give you a short response
No.
that you're going to have to have more questions about.
Right.
I would rather give you a thorough response that hopefully answers.
That's being responsible.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Well, and I think let's go back to you. Okay, like your past was in banking,
Yes.
and that actually really like kind of just set you up to know. I mean, some great knowledge. I mean, you
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how like God? I love things like this. I love how like you don't know why you're doing what you're doing.
No.
Sometimes, but like God's got such a bigger plan.
Yeah.
And like for you to go and be at that bank and like to get all that knowledge, and you understood loans, you understand
Yeah.
finances, you understand how the government. I mean, you understand all
Yep.
this stuff that just puts you. I always call it putting tools in your tool belt.
Sure.
Tool
Yes.
belt or toolbox.
Yes.
I mean, so
love
you
that.
had all these tools that you didn't even realize you were gathering.
No.
You know what I mean? You were just learning all this.
Yep.
And then when you come to Celebrity Home Loans,
You're
I mean,
able
this
to
is
use
stuff
them every day.
Right, exactly.
Every day.
You have knowledge that
Yeah.
a lot. You know what I mean? Is that not true?
Yes, that's absolutely true. I still have like a lot of friends that I talk to at the bank because so many people I was there for 5 years. So many people became like family and they're like,
Well, absolutely.
how would you compare it to here? And I would say it's a totally different world. But at the end of the day, I'm so thankful that, I started there because like you said, it helped me grow to get here. And had I not started there, I don't know what I would have done for those 5 years. So how would something any different helped me prepare like the bank did for this job?
I don't know of any.
I
think
know.
This is absolutely.
Yeah,
this was just
exactly like
a-
you said.
It was just very good. I mean, it just to me it was like a no-brainer
Yeah.
for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for you to have that knowledge and in 5 years of, I mean, you've seen, you've done. I mean, just like interning or anything you do, or or a job. You know what I mean? You learn so much, and being actually in that job for 5 years, and things change all the time, and you're used to that, and you're used to how to also, just like you're saying, go networking. You're used to the
Yes.
networking. You're used to that also, knowing where to go to find that information.
Yeah.
Knowing, and those are things that like you wouldn't have known. This is just wonderful that you went on to in your career to go to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
And now you can be a blessing and help out many families that are
Yeah.
looking for.
And there's some things where, we don't do like single wide homes. We do manufactured houses, but there are some stipulations where, like, I had a customer call yesterday, and I went to school with him, and he was renting somewhere, and they were like, "This is the opportunity to buy it. It's $42,000, and his situation was better for what is considered a portfolio bank where they keep them in-house because of that loan amount. I could not give him as good of a rate as what First Harrison or Mid-Southern or First Savings could do. So it was better for him to go there, and I'm honest about that.
Another bank, just go to a bank. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I think, and that's awesome. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, that's very good, and it's good that you can do what you do, but you can also explain that they can give you a better rate.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And I love that. That's the way to start.
Yeah.
I mean, start to see, and if it's not going to work out, then
Yeah,
go a different route.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're always like, why are you referring elsewhere? Well, because it's better for you.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Right? No, right. Sure,
Yeah,
I'd like to.
but at the end of the day, it's what's best for you.
Absolutely, you have to lay your head down on the pillow.
Yep.
And also you have to be able to, I mean, you're in this community, so you're going to see everyone at the grocery store, you're going to see people out and about at sporting events or just gatherings or whatever, maybe at car shows at the museum. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
eyesight treasures. You're going to
Yeah,
see,
you're
going
gonna
to
see
things
them.
going- So you want to make sure that
They're
everybody
like, okay, so
gets.
Camissa might be at the big yard, so on
There we
Saturday.
go. but you want to make sure that everybody's done, and you want to be fair, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but I think it would have to be so rewarding to do that closing and to have the final done, and now they're set and ready to go. I think
Yeah.
that would be, to me, that would be put the bow on the present, and I mean, that's just right, and that's
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely its own feeling for sure as far as rewarding.
Now, are a lot of people doing buying right now with the
yeah, I mean,
the new month, September? Yeah.
Well, and I hope that it continues because of course, with these processes, even though they might have started mid-August, depending on the situation of inspections and just different stuff along their process, some of them take 3 weeks or whatever. Sometimes just waiting on all that stuff to come back, just because it is such a thorough process.
Yeah.
But I do hope that it continues. Autumn had one closing on Wednesday, and then we each had one yesterday, so that's 3 closings in 2 days. So we're really fortunate for that.
That is awesome.
3 families in the community.
Oh,
so,
that's fantastic.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Within a 12-hour, I guess it would be about a 15-hour period, 3 closings. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I think that would be something that is really pretty cool. I think you definitely need to celebrate it.
Yeah. You're like, quit going straight back to the office.
Yeah, this is great. Good for you guys.
But we have more families to help, so.
More families to help. So we got to get back at it. Get back at the grind. Well, definitely.
I did eat a piece of Dove chocolate afterwards yesterday. Okay. And so, I'm trying to remember what my thing was, but I remember being like, that is a good one for today. Like, how they have those little notes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I read it, and I was like, that's a good one for today. So that was my little celebration moment.
Well, there you go. Chocolate's always good to celebrate with, right?
Especially when you get good little pieces of advice like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You're like, that was nice.
Yeah.
And so was that chocolate.
So was that chocolate, yeah.
Yes.
No doubt. Well, I think as far as like that, it's awesome to hear that, and I appreciate you sharing those information because, it's nice to know that, and I think from people that are not right now, in that, they don't realize that there are a lot of activities going on and a lot of, as far as you're very busy with this.
Yeah.
And that's great to know, and good to know in a week, that's quite a bit to me. To me, that sounds like a lot in a week, to get done. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I think, too, as far as it's good to know because of people that are feeling good about buying a home or feeling good about getting that loan for that home, I think that's a good positive too, and it's good for the community.
We had 2 great listings pop up in the community yesterday, like amazing listings. Actually 3. So I'm super excited about those, and what families are going to be good for those houses. And I hope that they reach out to us for financing. I don't know if the realtors are going to do an open house. I know that they were all listed within a 24-hour period yesterday. And I saw them. It's always good to keep up with the realtors' pages because they always post those new listings on. I say they post them on their actual Syra page or whatever, but then they will share them to Facebook. So like most of the times, if you follow the realtors' Facebook page, they share them there, and that is amazing because so many people can see it. Maybe you're not looking, but then you can share it, and then a family that is looking will see it because, just networking.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I saw 3 of those, and I'm super excited about those opportunities in the community. They're beautiful homes.
Yeah.
They're beautiful homes. One's under $100,000, so that's perfect for a starter home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody that wants to downsize.
Yeah, exactly.
This is sometimes, people want a little bit less to have to clean and keep up with,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that. My house isn't really that big, but sometimes I'm like, to clean it.
Oh, when you start cleaning it, there's a lot of, keeping up with, so
absolutely, that's an option too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to switch gears for just a second here.
Okay.
We're going to come back to you, but I do want to say here are some things to look forward to in the month of September, okay? I want to get that because we are into a new month. That's exciting.
That is exciting within itself.
And we just talked about, new month, and September is actually, and Camissa, this is going to be awesome, and this is going to be really good for anybody wanting to look at or purchase homes because we're going to actually have a warm fall.
Well, that's what I was looking. What day is the first day of fall?
It's actually not till the 22nd or so, but the unofficial is Monday. or
Okay.
Labor Day. The unofficial, they call
Okay.
it like, usually after Labor Day is like the unofficial, okay?
Oh my gosh, and we're about to go into a long weekend.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah. For those that have a good job, will you be closed on Monday then?
Yes, we are closed on Monday, but we obviously do advertise our cell phone numbers everywhere for that reason. We don't want a holiday. We will not be in the office. I don't want to say we are closed because you can always still reach me by my cell phone. And typically we forward even the office phones to one of our phones so
Well,
that
good
you can
for
still
you.
reach us.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in the process of wanting to put in an offer and any of that fun stuff. But as far as the office doors, that will be closed.
Okay. All right. No, it's good to know that.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely. We're
I
still
guess I'd
reachable.
forgotten because, here, business as usual.
Yeah.
We don't ever, but it's nice to know that. So September, or actually this coming Monday. Celebrity Home Loans will be closed. But if you need something, you
Just reach out to ourselves, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, the first day of fall is the 22nd of September.
Okay.
So that'll be a little bit later in the month.
Mhm.
That's the actual first day of fall.
Yeah.
But
Becky's
unofficial-
already wearing her fall shirt today.
Oh, I can't stop. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
I'm
You've
so
only got
excited
so
to
many
go
weeks
out
to
in the
get this
mornings and it feel like fall.
Okay,
like
so do you
that
like
is so
the, do you like the
refreshing.
colder?
Yes, like the crisp,
Crisp,
morning air.
yes.
I'm like, love that. Love that. Love it.
Okay, so that's hilarious, and I like it, but like that's where I start putting layers on, like
Oh.
little sweatshirts and all that layers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And then I kind of run everywhere I go.
Oh, because you don't like to be cold.
No, I'm freezing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just run. Yeah. It's like,
So if you see Becky running, no one's chasing her. She's just cold.
It's true.
I love that, and at least everyone knows now.
Yeah. I can't. I like it. I want to like it. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
love. I'm a huge. I can't. I cannot wait for like the sweaters, the pumpkin spices, the coffees,
the coziness,
the caramel, and I love apple. I love the apple stuff, apple crisp, from apple cider to all of that stuff is just like I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But it also, I called it my adjusting period. Have you not? Oh, I'm so sorry if you've not heard this before, Vanessa. Okay. It's like I have to go, you go from the summer warm, hot, to the cooler, and it's like I don't jump well. I'm like a frog. I don't go from one lily pad to another real quick.
Right.
So I have to adjust.
Yeah.
So I'm like in my adjusting period where it like takes me a little while to get used to the temperature, and then once I get there, I'm gonna love it.
See, I'm kind of like that with summer for whatever reason.
Okay.
Like whenever it first gets like really warm and really sunny, I'm like that person that goes outside and I'm like closing half an eye and I'm like, wow, it's bright out here.
Okay. Now, see, I'm in the spring because I have a birthday in the spring and I jump right into summer. You know what I mean? I start wearing. You know what I mean? Like yes, and I freeze. You know what I mean? But I'm wearing.
But you're like, it's summer.
Yeah, it's summer. Yeah, I go right on in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on fall, it just takes me a little while. I love it. Love everything about it. Not complaining. Just explaining.
Do you love the winter?
I love winter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All the I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like tropicals. I like beaches and all that. But I love. I mean, we're so blessed. I mean,
We are.
Beautiful,
I love the climate here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
To go sledding and to go outside and see the snow, it's just fresh. The air.
Well, yes, and I have family from Florida, and I still remember we went to Spring Mill like every year as kids, and I remember one day we were there, and they have those big windows, and it's such a cozy feeling in that little like lobby, I guess per se. And my little cousin was about 6 at the time. She lived in Florida, and there was like, I don't even know if I would call it snow, but there was like precipitation happening that looked a little bit like snow.
Yeah.
And that little girl got tears in her eyes, and she was like, "Mommy, it's snowing." She had never saw it, and I'm like, "Gracie, that's not snow."
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love
that. So for her like senior trip, they actually took her to Alaska, so she got to see all kinds
there
of
you
snow.
go. There you go. There.
But that's like so special to her because she doesn't see it.
Yeah. And we don't. I mean, we're so blessed. We really are.
We're like, sometimes we're like, oh, it's snowing. I don't want to drive on these roads.
I know.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I think, and then like in fall, we have this beautiful leaf changing, and when the leaves start peaking and start getting all those reds and oranges and greens
Yes.
and all that beautiful. I
Yes.
just think it's such a blessing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And you have so many photographers that are, I mean, this is a photographer's dream.
Yes.
To get all these, these photos with all of
Yeah.
this. So and not everybody has this.
No.
Has this
No.
beautiful, all this. So
That was one reason I wanted my wedding in the fall, is
So-
because all the trees and all that funness.
you're getting married. So
Yes.
Ah, that's
and
right.
it's by some woods, so the leaves
Oh.
better be in their best
They're going to be
looking changing
gorgeous.
condition.
This is going to be beautiful.
Yes.
And
So,
what are your colors again? Do you mind
it's,
to-
no, I don't
I'm
mind
sorry,
to share.
I love to
It's
talk-
like a rustic
not
like
immersive,
orangish
they
and
Okay, they're rustic.
yeah, so like a terracotta color and like some creams and yeah, you're gonna love it.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm super. And yeah, I know, and you're totally right.
Yeah.
Weddings
So it will
or-
match the leaves well.
This is going to be gorgeous. Well,
Yeah.
when you talk about leaves and you talk about or getting married,
Mhm.
seeing your photos,
Yes.
just family photos,
Yes.
whatever. You know what I mean?
It is a beautiful backdrop option.
It's absolutely gorgeous,
Yeah.
and you really don't need a whole lot.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, just nature's beauty.
It's absolutely going to be stunning.
Yeah.
And I think that's something, and I don't want to ever take advantage of that or not realize that. I always want to, stop and smell the roses, but also stop and see the leaves,
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
all that,
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
driving around when you see all this, our
Oh, I
county is so
know.
beautiful.
It
and
is.
and our surrounding counties are too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's so
We're
much to see.
fortunate.
Very
For
blessed.
sure.
Then you go into winter and you have that beautiful snow and
Yeah.
and snowman making this. I love making snowman.
I know, I'm excited to make Brimley's first snowman, so I hope
Oh.
we do get at least a couple good snows.
Yeah, the snowman and from the sledding. Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
much activities to do and stuff, and then roasting marshmallows and
Yes.
Yes.
Those burnt ends.
those
Today's burnt end
end
day.
Yeah, hot chocolate. Yeah, so and I love the whole like the sweater weta.
That's my favorite candle from Bath and Body Works too.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a candle.
Oh, it's amazing.
I did not know that.
It is amazing.
There was a Saturday Night Live sweater weta. We're going into sweater weta. So we're going. Okay. Yes, and I would love the candle too. So
Yeah.
All right. So things to look forward to in September. Okay, real quick. NFL season starts a week from today.
Okay.
There's lots of college football too, and tennis fans have the U.S. Open through September the 12th.
Okay.
In movies, the live-action Pinocchio.
Oh.
Have you seen that? Tom Hanks.
No.
Yeah, it's the remake hits Disney next Thursday. This is actually it has been in the works for a long time. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going to it's going to be next Thursday. It'll be out. Then later in the month, John Hamm's Fletch movies. If you've ever read the books, Fletch. Anyway,
I don't think I have.
Okay. It's an older, it was a movie. It had, I can't think of what his name was. Chevy Chase? Yeah. Chevy Chase, yeah. They had him. And anyway, but it's coming out. Don't Worry, Darling with Harry Styles. There's the greatest beer run ever with a bunch of big names. Hocus Pocus 2 will come out on September the 30th.
I'm so excited about that.
So are they, okay, tell me about that. Are they using
In
the same
that
people?
community event that Jenny Kirshner's putting on where they're playing Hocus Pocus 2 movie, or maybe they're playing the first Hocus Pocus movie. But she's doing that in the community. I think it's at the Y Soccer Fields. Her and Autumn are doing it together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yes. All right, but the Hocus Pocus 2 will be out on September the 30th. So, are they using the same characters?
I hope so.
That's what I wonder.
I don't know.
Oh, I haven't.
I don't
seen
know,
the
because I
previews
don't know
of that.
the age of the three witches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know. I don't know either.
That's
I
an
wonder-
interesting question.
Yeah.
And I feel like I sure hope they are.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, they kind of had a good chemistry there. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was trying to look it up as well. Yeah. Okay, on the TV, Lord of the Rings series lands tonight at midnight. Disney 4th live-action Star Wars series premieres on the 21st. Also, it seems like every big TV show returns this month. Rick and Morty, Handmaid's Tale. Never watched that. Have you seen the previews of that? 911, Dancing with the Stars. You watch that?
Mm-mm.
I don't either.
I don't really watch TV unless it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I do love that. You can't beat that. The Voice, right? Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come
Yeah.
inside. It's fun inside. I know.
Yes.
The Voice, The Masked Singer, Law and Order, Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and The Simpsons. Okay.
Wow, lots coming out.
I know. Finally, the holidays. Monday is Labor Day. Then there's Beer Lovers Day on the 7th. Okay. Talk Like a Pirate Day on the 19th. I always go, I go for like Irish pirate. I don't know. I don't know.
Gosh.
Pepperoni Pizza Day on the 20th. I'm on that.
I'm on that. Love some pizza.
Me too. The first day of fall is on the 22nd, and the 29th, I'm all about this National Coffee Day. Should have my photo.
Yeah.
Anybody look that up, you should have, yay, a cameo there of me, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Well, anyway, so September, and as far as like celebrity home loans, though, you're going to be off Monday, but the rest of the month probably pretty well business as usual, Monday through Friday. What are the hours anyway? Do you?
So typically it is like 9 to 5. But there are situations where we'll meet after hours. Like yesterday, I was there until about 5:45, just helping someone, with some answers they needed once they got off of work. Because that's the schedule for a lot of people. So we get that, and it's not always easy to talk that stuff when you're at work and different things, and you kind of want some privacy. So sometimes the commute home is the perfect opportunity, and so I usually just stay put at the office in case they want me to plug numbers in or whatever else that looks like. So so 9 to 5, but there's always fluctuations to that.
Right. And that's good to know. So like if somebody different has a different schedule, different hours and stuff. So
and usually when they call, I'll say, "Is now a good time, or do you want to kind of follow up on this conversation in more detail at another time?" Or and I'll give them that yes or no opportunity without them having to ask for it.
Right.
Because
So what about as far as the interest rates and loans? Where are we at with that? Just kind of give us an update, because I know it changes each week.
Yeah, they're changing. They're probably right around the 6s right now.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. But they're. Like you said, they change every day. So I haven't looked today.
Okay, right now, I know at 8:50. What?
I don't know.
How often do they change? Like every 2 hours, every 3 hours, or?
It just depends. Yeah, it's not even set like that. No.
Yeah. But we're not going up like that big drastic. I mean, we're still staying in the 6s. I think that's...
Yeah, I mean, we have saw some mid-6s, of course.
Yeah.
But that's all depending on, like, the property you choose, your credit situation. There's a lot of things that play into it. So, 6 to 7, I guess I should have said.
Okay.
If you have a situation that's a little riskier for an investor, it might be about a 7.
That's still not bad.
No.
Not at all.
I saw something shared on Facebook yesterday, and it made interest rates right now look really good. Compared to historical rates.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and it was just enlightening to see, like, okay, it's really not as bad as what we're making it out to be.
Exactly.
And the panic sometimes gets the best of us.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's easy to follow suit and be scared, but it's nothing. Yeah, it's good.
I love that. I love that. Well, and I like hearing positives and going on,
Yeah.
Because right now,
sometimes it just takes that matter-of-fact moment. Well, 10 years ago they were this, and 20 years ago they were this. So we're actually in a good situation.
Yeah, I love that. And I like to hear those positives like that.
Yeah.
So, we are in a recession, but, and Dennis talked to us months ago about it was coming, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to do things a little different, but you can still do things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could still, if you had it, like, in your schedule or planning on buying that home, you could still do it.
Yeah.
It's doable.
I think you just have to be conscious of spending and a little reservative in some areas. But, absolutely. It's definitely still doable. Yeah. And nothing should hold you up. I think I had shared on here one time, today is always the best day to make that decision.
Yeah.
And so... You're never gonna, I shouldn't say never, I guess, but 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna regret purchasing a house. That's, those are an appreciation asset.
Absolutely, yeah. A wonderful investment and a great, great family and that, it means a lot, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's absolutely a huge deal. And we make it that way. Sometimes people are like, thanks, and it's like, get excited, like, we're excited for you.
I would just be I would have to take a run around the office for a second. I'd be so excited to know that if I had any help in getting someone helping them get that first home or the second, third, whatever home,
just whatever they want. It's
Pay
super
home
special
loan.
no matter what number
And
it is.
We've got some new loans that have come out too.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So there was a listing in the area. I think probably last week and the week before there was a couple actually, and one of that new product that Dennis talked about was the Hobby Farm loan.
Yes, love that.
And so that's beneficial to this area just because we have so much livestock opportunities, and we're fortunate for the grounds that we have here, for them to graze on, like we talked about. And there was a couple listings that we could use those types of loan products. But yeah, there's a ton of loan products out there, and we just see what's best for everybody.
Right, and that's where a professional comes into play.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like if you didn't know all this and know all the different loans, it would work out better. I mean, like if you were told, that one loan, like one, and then you went and come into your office and you sit down, and then you realize that there's a better loan that would suit the individual better, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah.
So I mean, isn't that awesome? Whenever like you can get them a better deal with this loan, or this loan's
Yeah.
gonna work out better. I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
like yes, that's a good loan, but that's not the best for you.
Right. Yeah. There was a situation where a couple thought that they wanted for sure this loan product, and we weighed our options, and we kind of just put them side by side for transparency reasons. And saw, like, okay, yeah, that might have 2 pros, but this has 5.
Right.
And this will save you long term each month and long term.
Sure.
And so then they're like, oh, yeah, why would I go that? And so that's nice too, just to have those moments. And again, I think that really says a lot because that starts their relationship off with the solidification that
absolutely.
they have that special respect for you. Like, what you're doing, what's best for them, and they know you're going to work not necessarily like alongside them, but for them.
Absolutely.
You're doing what's best for them. So I think that that's super important. And we always do that as well.
Well, it's like a good coach. I mean, or anybody that's that's
you're teaching the fundamentals of how you got to where you did.
Yeah. And giving you new plays and new ideas and stuff, and showing you that this might work better for you. And and I love that. I think that, and saving money and helping someone save money. Don't you love that?
At the end of, and that's what I told a couple yesterday. They're they're thinking about doing a purchase agreement with a realtor and stuff, and so it's like they were like, well, is this silly of us? And I'm like, no, you're human. At the end of the day, you want the best bang for your buck, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so and we'll say comments like that too. At the end. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, I'm a human, so I would do exactly what you're doing, and so
absolutely, I love that.
We remove ourselves from the loan officer position sometimes to be like, look at it from their perspective as well, and
that's great. That's great. Well, speaking of that, things that make us happy. Okay, this is cool. This is how long does different things make us happy?
Okay,
and I would say on your end, like knowing that I made somebody that we closed the house and did all that, I would be very happy. Eating my Dove chocolate, getting my message, I'd be very happy, right? So number one, spending quality time with your family, which a lot of times when you have that home or or something like that, and so it actually, how long is what the information is? How long does different things make us feel happy? So spending quality time with your family is 4 hours and 33 minutes. That will make us happy. Like after you spend time and quality time with your family,
you'll
be
that's so
happy.
precise though. I was like 33 minutes.
4 hours and 33 minutes afterwards, you'll still be happy.
Yeah. I don't know, because I am like super blessed with amazing family, and like I'm even just thinking about like Sunday night we went and had dinner with my aunt. I'm still happy I went. Like I'm still just like, that was such a good night.
Sure.
Yeah.
Booking a vacation, after you book the vacation,
that's a good feeling.
4 hours and 31 minutes, you'll still be happy, right?
So that's like right around spending time with family.
There you go, exactly. Your favorite team winning a big game, 4 hours and 9 minutes.
Exciting.
Yeah. Number 4, your significant other saying I love you, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's always good to know.
Always good to know that. Always good reminder, right?
Yes.
Playing with your pet, 3 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah.
I love to play.
I know.
Getting a really good deal on something,
biggest
hours,
bang
30
for our
minutes.
buck.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm very
I don't
happy.
know. Some of these I feel like they're discounting a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because-
biggest bang for your buck. Like, I'm always down to talk about a bargain.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Finishing a workout, 3 hours and 36 minutes.
Yeah.
After that, I think I would be a little happier longer. You know what I mean? After
I
I
know.
finish a
You're like,
workout, yeah.
I just did that
Yeah.
thing.
Having a total clean house, 3 hours and 36 minutes.
Best feeling.
I know, but good luck keeping it clean for
I
3
know.
hours and 36 minutes, right?
Yes. Yes,
It
Becky,
takes
yes.
seconds to mess it up. I mean, this
Yes.
is what I always said. I've cleaned for hours, and it takes 60 seconds or just seconds to
Seconds.
right?
Yeah.
I know. It's
Yes.
the way it goes. Eating chocolate.
Dove chocolate.
Yeah, there you go. 3 hours and 34 minutes will keep you happy for
Yes.
that. Receiving a compliment, 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yep.
Very good. Cold beer on a hot day, 3 hours and 17 minutes.
If you like beer, I guess.
Yes, so these are actually, this is how long different things make us feel happy. So,
I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think some of them go longer. I have to agree with
Yeah.
you. I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean, it's still like when you're looking for your next, like, what should I do that will make me happy? Then
Yeah.
maybe that's right. But then it's like,
Yeah.
once you sit back and think about it, like, wow, that made me really happy for such a long time period. So
yeah, right. Well, I'm going to be happy for more than 4 hours that you came in this morning, okay?
I am
I'm
too.
glad to start the
I am
morning off
too.
with you, Camissa.
I love
And
that.
Celebrity Home Loans. I think you guys are rock stars down there. I love our community has you, and I want even surrounding communities to realize and come see them right here in Salem on the square. You guys are rock
Yes.
stars, and I love that attention to detail. I love the personal that you guys give, and going to bat for that person that's sitting in your chair. I
Yep.
love that.
Yep.
Love that,
Absolutely.
love that, love
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming in. I want you to have a wonderful Thursday. Let's thank our sponsors.
Yes, our coffee cup sponsors are Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Purley Wealth Management, and Celebrity Home Loans. Celebrity Home Loans is an equal housing lender, and you can visit our page at nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Our NMLS number is 227765.
Okay, thank you to our great sponsors. Also, want to remind everybody that for Beer on the Bricks, which is a fundraiser for our community, I've got tickets if anybody would like to contact me, and I'll hook you up with some tickets prior to the event. It is a fundraiser for Tri Kappa. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Thursday. Thanks, Camissa.
Thank
Camissa
you.
Houchin. Come see her. Caroline Gilly welcomes you to visit I Spy Treasures, located at 1212 South Jackson Street in Salem, Suite B. Open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesday through Saturday, and closed Sunday and Tuesday. Contact Caroline for more information on booth rental at 812-404-8949. There'll be a Customer Appreciation Day on Saturday, September the 3rd from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There'll be indoor and outdoor vendor booths and yard sales, special vendor discounts, door prizes, and free donuts and lanyards while supplies last. There'll be also food vendors. Stop in today and see all the new items at I Spy Treasures in Salem. Yeehaw! Come on out to the Campbellsburg Festival on September the 9th, 10th, and 11th for lots of family fun, music, and food. Friday opens with yard sales all morning and afternoon, followed by a pet contest at 5:30. The Miss Country Girl pageant at 6:15. 50s and 60s music from the Checkmate close out the evening beginning at 7 p.m. Saturday opens up with Relay for Life 5K and FFA breakfast at 8 a.m. 3-on-3 basketball tournament at 9. Silly Safari at 11 a.m. and lots of good music with Lethargic at 7 and Thunder Chicken with blues and 60s music. Sunday will feature a retelling of Campbellsburg history, gospel music, and military salute. Mark your calendars for September the 9th, 10th, and 11th for lots of family fun, music, and food. For a full schedule of events, go to WSOnRadio.com. Remember when you had your birthday party at McDonald's, playing with your family and friends, enjoying cake and that one-of-a-kind McDonald's food and drink? If you're looking for a fun and safe place to have a party for your children or grandchildren, look no further. Party time is back at McDonald's right here in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baby. That's right, hosted birthday parties are back, baby. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your birthday for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. The party includes food and drink for up to 10 guests, with your choice of white or chocolate cake, ice cream for each child, a gift for the birthday boy or girl, goodie bags for each child, and a festive decorated party area. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule at McDonald's.
Louder Than Life is back September 22nd through the 25th. 4 stages, over 90 bands with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nine Inch Nails, Slipknot, Kiss, Alice in Chains, Bring Me the Horizon, Shinedown, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Incubus, Evanescence, Tenacious D, and many more. Go to louderthanlifefestival.com for all lineup and ticket information.
This is Melissa Jeremiah with Hoosier Uplands Home Health Care and Hospice. Our professionals are available at 812-849-4447 to answer any questions you have regarding home health care or hospice. The summer heat is upon us. When working outdoors, make sure and stay hydrated. Also check on your neighbors who are homebound. Consider donating a fan or window unit to those who are without. Our family at Hoosier Uplands wishes you a safe summer.
Coffee with friends, family dinners, watching the grandkids play soccer on Sundays, church on Sundays. Sounds pretty normal. But COVID is still there, and if you aren't vaccinated, you're still at risk. We're almost back to normal. Let's give it a shot. Call Hoosier Uplands Economic Development Corporation today at 812-849-4457 to learn more. Let's give back to normal a shot.
The John Hay Center presents a classic car show on September the 3rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There'll be a $10 pre-registration fee, $15 on the day of the show. All vehicle entries must be at least 50 years old, a 1972 or older, and there'll be prizes for Mayor's Choice, People's Choice, and Historically Significant. All proceeds benefit the John Hay Center. Food by Bob and Kev's Barbecue, and oldies music from WSLM Radio. The John Hay Center is located at 307 East Market Street in Salem. Mark September the 3rd on your calendar. Get your classic ride polished up and head to Salem for a great afternoon of food, music, and fun mixed with a lot of history.
Big park, bigger fun, bigger smiles. Beach Bend Park. There's classic amusement rides for all ages. The famous Kentucky Rumbler roller coaster, daily shows, games, mini golf, and more. Soak up some sun and take the plunge in Splash Lagoon Water Park with wave pool, lazy river, interactive play area, and exhilarating water slides. Or relax in your own private cabana rental. Purchase tickets online and save on one-day admission. Or have twice the fun with a 2-day play pass for $49.99. Active, retired, and veteran armed forces always receive free admission.
It was 1994 and radio was such a bore. Every station that you heard sounded so late. Then came 2 good old boys breaking through that static noise, and my radio ain't never been the same. It's a very funny thing how they make us laugh and sing. I'm so glad they proved all of those critics wrong. You got Rick and you got Bubba, man, there just ain't no other. From Alabama to the world still.